See how well produced that is? Hey, everybody. What's up, everybody? I hopped over from doing this on Next Gen thing. We were like, hey, because I asked him like at the same time, literally, he asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to do this Joe Montana thing? I was like, yeah, man, I just asked you that. So we did that on his channel real quick, and we're going to do a quick one over here for about 10 or 15 minutes to just talk about the same type of situation. You know, I know we probably share the same subscribers, so enjoy like double the shows on different channels. But
oh crap, you got more rice haters than me.
I think Mooch is the one that's more that way nowadays. But anyway, I'll like totally reset everything once again, which is last year. Joe Montana tweeted out a picture, said it was been too long, and it was like a in-game shot of him. And it looked kind of, you know, just a generic football game or whatever. And people just speculated maybe it's a mobile game or something like that. You know, because if you didn't know, EA has the exclusive rights to the NFL for multi-platform games. Now, this year, the big rumors and everything came out that Microsoft, who actually already has deals with the NFL, the Surface is the official tablet, the Xbox is the official console. They have a deal set up with the NFL. And it came out that if you have an exclusive license, you can publish it on a single, like a platform, or like say Microsoft is the publisher, they could publish it on all their platforms. So you could see like maybe a Montana themed football game on like a phone, although it's not going to be this game, but you could see it, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll see probably a Montana NFL 2K16 on PC, Xbox One, and that's how they're going to.
The rumor is Windows 10 and Xbox One. And,
yeah.
Just to take you guys back, you know, if you didn't see it on my channel, shameless plug there, Next Gen 720. Last year, again, I'm gonna say this again, seemed kind of odd to me that everyone was praising. To be honest with you, 2K14 for launch for the PS4 and the Xbox was probably one of the best looking launch next generation game. I will put that up there with Rise. That's how good NBA 2K14 really look. It blows all the way. And then it leaked out that 2K Sports were, you know, taking current NFL players, you know, were taking their, you know, was, you know, motion capping for what, you know what I mean? So, and then of the developer from EA, Tribune or whatever studio does that,
yeah,
was on Hip Hop Gamers show. And he was kind of alluding the fact that he didn't say in so many words, you know, he was decent, but basically that Madden 25 for the next generation console was let down. And you know, like, you know, without any competition, like, you know, like just being real, like the EA doesn't have, how you say, they don't have
anything pushing them. Yeah, they don't have anything pushing them to make a better product.
Any incentive to lobby for our dollars because there is no competition. But he said something in that interview. He was like, well, we're not scared of 2K Sports or whatever, you know, buy a license. He kept screaming, buy a license, you know, like he was all souped up like he was a wrestler. Buy a license. it was the deal was ending. That was the last year, Madden 15 or 20 or 20, whatever that was. The Madden 25, I believe, was the last. Madden 15 was the last. It was ended a deal. So everybody, every time the deal ends up, EA finds a way to fucking re-up on the deal again. So, you know, this has been going on since 2005, 2004. You know what I mean? It's now 2015. It's been 10 years since we had this baby here in the market. Probably the best football game to this day. This is crazy. This game came out in 2005, 2004. And it does things in this game that we still don't see now. That man, like I said, it's called goat mouthing. You know, when we had a halftime show, it showed us action highlights from you know something he did inside the game. Especially if you had an Xbox, and the Xbox had a hard drive. It didn't do it on the PlayStation 2 version, but you know, on the OG Xbox it did.
Hey, the original Xbox had bump mapping too. Like you got dirt on the uniforms and they creased and everything. It was like really slick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But so, you know, like I said, Madden, EA hasn't had, you know, this is to put out a great football game. But, you know, the way that their deal has always been structured, that their license, that they can be the only one to put out on multi-platform. You know, the license is very expensive. How they make their money back, they would put it on the PSP, the Vita, even the PS2, the Xbox 360, the PS3, the PS4, and the Xbox One. That's how they make their money.
Even now, I mean, going forward, you're going to probably see Madden 16 on 360, Xbox One, PS4, PS3.
They were still putting it out. You got to realize this too. What people don't understand. Just because the PS2 stopped selling here and where it wasn't still, it was still selling places like Colombia, and they just now it's new to them. And sport like they were shit. FIFA. What was it last year? FIFA, whatever they just put out the people on the PS2.
On the PS2, it's funny because like in Australia they have really high game prices. So I know somebody who's like, yeah, I just got a PS2, and he's in Australia, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, kid, can somebody give me some good PS2 games to get? You know what I mean? So that's how it is over there. It's like it's very expensive, and so and like in Brazil where like the PS4 is like $2,000.
It's $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's crazy. That's why that's Xbox country. We actually have me and you have quite a few Xbox fans from Brazil. Like I get messaged a lot.
Shout out to everybody in Brazil watching this live. I know.
Yeah.
The reason why is Xbox land there because Microsoft has a plant there and they're able to produce the console there and they don't have to pay the taxes. So they don't have to import it. See, Sony makes their the bulk of their consoles in China and they have to export it to Brazil. Microsoft makes their, bulk. They make their Xbox Ones in Brazil. You know what I mean? So they, have more plants than Sony. But that's not the basis of the video. But anyway, so the way the deal is structured, like I said, EA was the only one to be able to put Madden on multiple devices, and because the license is very expensive, and that's how they're able to offset the price, and then turn a dollar, make a profit. But like I said again, but that's what you call it. If EA was the only one to be able to make football, it's just called a league. It's a monopoly. You know what I mean? It always stated that a first-party company could make, football, could get the license. You know what I mean? Like the same way with 2K Sports had to deal with the MLB, but they were only one to be able to put out official baseball game on multiple platforms, and Sony was still able to put out their MLB The Show. You know what I mean?
Hey, your shirt's kind of ironic. I just want to point that out.
I know, isn't it awesome? So you got a Nintendo fan. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man, you're a Wii U weirdo secretly. Yeah. Every night you kiss your Wii, you're like, oh, I'm so sorry that I called you. I made fun of you. You're so great. I love you. You know what I mean? I can just picture it, dude. That's what it's all about. But yeah, I think that Aaron Greenberg said we do have unannounced exclusives coming out this year that we're going to start talking about right after State of Decay comes out for this year. So a lot of people are like, oh man, we don't get any exclusives till September. But it looks like we could be getting a situation where Windows 10 is supposed to come out this summer, and it's supposed to launch directly with Fable Legends, whether you're into that or not. And then you would figure that the next month, at being close to NFL season, that this Montana game would release, right? Also a big boom for the Windows thing, right? Because it coincides with that, because it would probably be cross-platform or cross-play or, some kind of deal anyway. But Microsoft didn't pay, I forget what it was, $400 million for their partnership with the NFL.
Yeah, it's ingenious. It's brilliant. And
yeah.
Think about who has the money. Microsoft, of course. Like I said, did you tell them that Joe Montana was at the
Yeah. So the whole point of this is Joe Montana.
Like you forgot the juicy part.
I did. So the whole reason for this for the hangout is that Joe Montana actually tweeted out at about 6 p.m. Eastern time. Right? He said that that he's at the Microsoft campus and it's beautiful there, and I think that is pretty damn awesome in my opinion. I think that goes a long way in showing that he is there, and you know what? It's June 16th. Someone corrected me, E3. So we are exactly about 2 months away, and they're probably lining up, trying to get him set up to show up at E3. He was there on their stage, I believe, a few years ago. I think he was either doing a Madden thing on their stage, or it could have been a Connect Sports. Yeah, it was like Connect Sports 2 or something, right? Because they added football to it, right?
Yeah.
And I remember it now. Yeah, but I mean, getting him up there for an actual NFL game would be all the better. And when you're like using the Unreal Engine 4, which supposedly that's what that game's using, and they motion capped the man himself, that seems like a high-end AAA sports title, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I think that's something. Yeah, that's definitely something that's impressive. I'm excited for it. And like you always say, this could.
It's not expected. You understand? We know it as Xbox fans. And what this is game, you expect the Gears when you come to Microsoft. You expect a Halo. You expect the Forza. You expect the Fable. You understand what I'm saying? You expect to get the DLC first from Call of Duty. But this shit here is from totally left field. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this would make Sony gamers buy the Xbox One. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, like I said, I said this before. You know, let me explain it more. It won't be Halo. You understand what I'm saying? Because PlayStation fans know that the Xbox One has Halo. They know what Halo is coming. You know what I mean? They know what's coming. You know what I mean? You know, like, you know, what attracts Xbox fans to the Xbox is Halo. If they're trying to get PlayStation gamers or even some of the Nintendo gamers, a game like this, a big third-party game, you know what I mean? And like I said, you have, you know, even in this YouTube community, you have a big sim football community. I mean, that, you know, some of them were tired of fucking Madden, you know what I mean? And a lot of them may have bought the PS4, you know what I mean? This right here, like I said, right now, 2K Sports, they're very, very popular. Like, I can even say that 2K basketball is more popular than Madden football right now, you know what I mean? It's everywhere. It's on TV, all the celebrities play it, like it's everywhere, you know what I mean? And you have a top-notch studio, of course, making this football game. Like I said, a lot of people still remember ESPN 2K5, and they can't wait to get a new or have the choice to buy football.
Hey, Jay Long just commented. He said Aaron Greenberg followed Joe Montana on Twitter last month. and that doesn't seem like a big deal, right? That doesn't seem like a big deal.
Like I said, I'm new to Twitter, so a lot of this shit be going over my head, man. And you guys be finding this little, like, I think we're we got some of the best supporters on our channel.
We do, like the Goo Platoon, man. They're the ones that fish out all this stuff and they give us the information. Like, people were tweeting this to me, like, "Oh my God, Joe Montana's there. You guys are right. There's going to be an NFL Joe Montana game." And I'm like, dude, I tell you, we're right a lot. We're actually a lot more than say like Dewey or some of the, yeah.
Even when we wrong, like you say, even when we wrong, we're right. But even when we're right, we're not wrong. But you know,
yeah. But you know, you know why this is big, right? Because Aaron Greenberg hates the 49ers. Like if you like Tim Bell just got that telling me that he goes, Aaron Greenberg hates the 49ers because I tweeted Aaron Greenberg today. I said, "Hey, did you meet Joe Montana?" And Tim Dog tweets me. He goes, "Oh man, he hates the 49ers. He's a big Seattle Seahawks fan."
He is.
So there you go. The only reason why he would follow Joe Montana is because they're doing some marketing deal probably for that exclusive game. So begrudgingly, Aaron Greenberg, I'm sure, is following. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy. Like, you know what I love about Greenberg is he's got a lot of fight in him. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't take shit from nobody.
The way he does it is right coy. Like prime example, what he tweeted out last night about the Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, guess what? Star Wars, play it here first, only on Xbox, and then say shit else and just shut down. Shit like, God damn, you know what I mean? I like the way he does it. Like, I think that's, you know, it's kind of cool. But yeah, shout out to Greenberg, man. I'm excited, crap. I really am, man. Like I told you guys before. I know it sounds kind of blasphemous, but I'm more excited for this football game because I haven't had a true ESPN. You talking about a guy that will buy football every year. I don't buy Madden anymore. I don't buy football anymore because it's the same shit. Like, trust me, Madden's been the same for the last 5-6 years, yo. Honestly, you know what I mean?
You know what? I like 15 better than better than I did 25.
25 was cool shit.
It was, you know what? It was just a straight port.
Yeah,
it was just a straight port. Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was horrible, man. Like, these consoles have 5 gigs of RAM, at least dedicated to gaming. You know what I mean? This is it. Are you serious, EA? Like, nah, I can't get with that. Look how like I say, EA. I don't know what the fuck, man. Look how they did NBA Live 14.
Yeah,
they damaged that franchise more than what they ever. Had they just waited and put out the one for this year. Now, this year, I just because I had the EA access, I really sat down and got to play it. It's not that bad. It's it's not as good as 2K. I'm saying that, but it's not that bad. It's okay to play.
Well, you know what's weird is they only put that out on current gen, so they didn't have the last gen holding them up.
And for them to, what was it so cool to me that they put that game was only, I think it was like 8 gigs or 7 gigs. When here was 2K was like 47 gigs to install. Like, what the fuck? Then I saw that shit because I was excited about NBA Live. Like I said, I like basketball. I'm a sports dude. I like basketball. You know what I mean? Like I said, competition is everything. Without, competition, 2K probably wouldn't have put out that great, true next generation 2K sports. Like, hey, NBA Live is coming back. And you had, you know what I mean? And it was, they was supposed to be the best graphics, but it was dog shit, you know what I mean? I went for Hip Hop Gamer got that one. He was off with that one. But anyway, you know what I mean? So what, 2K got on their team and put out a great basketball game. Besides, 2K need to get your servers together. Now, I know we're not going to have to worry about what, Joe Montana, NFL 2K16, because, they're going to use Microsoft servers. It's their exclusive. But, I'm excited, crap.
Hey, that would be that's another good point is that whole they're actually building up their servers for Halo as well. I don't know if you read about that, but they're like apparently Halo might we could probably talk about this in the next podcast.
We can talk, bro.
Yeah, well basically they're hiring for people that have cloud computing
expertise
in their expertise for Halo franchise. So we all kind of assumed that Crackdown would be the first to use like cloud computing, but what if Halo 5 actually is using some cloud computing as well?
I think Halo 5, like I said, you heard what 3432 said, that it's going to be the best looking next generation. He said it's going to look better than the Order.
It's damn sure going to play better.
He said,
what was this true? Because you have free roam to move around in Halo. The Order, you was just like
I'm just saying.
But
they said with Halo is that it's going to, as far as visually, they said that they said that was in E3 2013. When did they show the Order? Was it 2013?
Yeah, 2013 they showed it.
Yeah, that's when 343 Studio said. He said, "Well, you think that's what you see Halo? The campaign.
Yeah.
He said it's going to be gorgeous." But like I said, I'm excited. What would be ingenious if Microsoft listening right now, even if like I said, it's a no-brainer to do a bundle. It's a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah, you do.
What if they do a NFL themed console with all the teams on it?
I think that would be awesome. Or like maybe,
or even your own Pacific team.
Maybe. Yeah, like why not? They sold NFL officially licensed controllers for the 360. That I don't know if you remember those, but they were like everybody was buying those things, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with Microsoft. That's what listen, man. That's one thing I said. But I will give Sony credit that they are seemingly they're more in tune to what's I hate to say what's going like prime example that Batman bundle thing. That's like come on, that was dope.
It's dope, man. That video I did about that got me 10,000 views on that. You know what I mean? Like people, what is there to hate on, man? You got to be honest. That looks great.
It made me think, should I go buy me another PS4? You know what I mean? Like that's nice.
Hey, Mooch will probably kill me for this, but he was like, "Man, I actually want that Batman PS4."
It looks nice. You know what I mean?
It does.
Look, I don't know if you heard today that I think was a mention. Someone tweeted out that they're going to do The Witcher 3 bundle. You know what I mean? For The Witcher 3 before it's the Xbox One, but it's just a plain black console. Right there, they should have put a fucking, that guy on the front of the motherfucker or something. You make it a theme.
Blazing Phoenix actually tweeted this awesome looking like Witcher 3 console that had graphics and stuff on it. It was like,
dude, don't put the black console out there. Do like they did it. They stepped out of their box when they did the Call of Duty one. That was ingenious. That was that's so great. The 1 terabyte hard drive, the nice decals, even the
exactly.
If you're gonna do a bundle. Make it, a limited edition console. Let me tell you something. If a 360, if the Xbox One comes out, and that's nice and themed. I have two of them in the house. I'm fucking gonna buy another one and give it another one. I like nice things. I like my gadgets. I've always been that type of dude. I'm asking what do you think they're gonna show the Slim this year at E3?
I don't know if they're going to show the Slim. If they're smart, maybe they do, because I think the Xbox One needs a rebrand.
I think it's a great way to rebrand it. Here it is. You got this is what I think Microsoft is going to do. And I wanted to talk about it last week, but hey, listen to it. You guys can check out our last week's
the Big Gamer Small Talk podcast. Wow.
Go to my channel, I'll leave a link here to my channel. Go to my channel, check it out. That was probably one of the best shows that we ever done. We have Tim Dog, but it was a great show. You know, we touched on a lot of topics. You know, I mean, we call, well, you know, me, like I said, you know, I'm a consumer first. You know, I'm an Xbox fanboy, but I'm a consumer first. We spoke about things we didn't like, you know, whatever the case may be. Like I said, it was a great show. But I want to talk about this last week. We didn't get a chance to, but fuck, we can do it now. I think this year Microsoft is going to, like they did with the Kinect, they're going to relaunch the Xbox One. Here it is. You got Windows 10. You know what I mean? And hey, you got a new OS, which is going to change what we have right now. I always told you guys one of the reasons that I prefer the Xbox One because it's always evolving, it's always changing. If you guys were like me and you were lucky enough to get your Xbox 360 in 2005, like I got mine, look at where their console went from 2005 to 360 to where it is now. Look at how the Xbox One went from 2013 to where it is now. You know what I mean? So what we, you know what I mean? And that's one thing I love about being an Xbox One. I love the updates. Like, you know, seems kind of cheesy, but I do. You know what I mean? If you're a PlayStation only gamer, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but they're fucking badass. You know what I mean? But I think I said it. You know, like so. Right now we running on the kernel of shell of Windows 8. Now that's going to change, like I said, to Windows 10, and I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you know, I think they're going to rebrand and relaunch the console. Like I said, that'd be slick. Windows 10, a slim model. You know what I mean? Joe Montana, NFL 2K16, Halo 5, Forza 6, Fable,
Rise of the Tomb Raider,
Season 3, Tomb Raider, State of Decay. What else we got?
Oh, you know,
Souls.
Yep.
Man, you got so much shit that's coming out. This is a great time to be an Xbox One owner, man.
It is. And then I think that this comes way out of left field. Like you said, it's something that was unexpected. But hardcore gamers play sports games. They play shooters. You know what I'm saying? And not only this is something that not many people have thought of. The 4 biggest franchises that Microsoft has are Fable, Forza, Gears, and Halo. And then you throw in an exclusive football game, and it looks like we might get a Gears collection or Gears something this year. You're talking about 5 fucking huge games, and I don't care who you are. That's got to look nice, you know. That Xbox 360, Xbox One, 350. Come on, man, who's not jumping on that?
But even better, crap. I'm about to one up you. We are what you call the hardcore gamer, right? You know, the hardcore. We on all the news. We get all the, but it's the casuals that, you know, when I mean the casual, they may buy 2 or 3 games a year. They get their football, they get their duty.
Call of Duty, yep.
You know, and that's it. They get their football. Like, you know, you got some people that still, like, so a lot of Xbox 360 owners have yet to upgrade. You know what I mean? They're waiting for their Gears, waiting for their Halo 5. But this is how you, like I said, you're going to get a lot of people that are still sitting on the fence. Like this ESPN, this NFL, listen, you guys may not be football fans, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now, this right here is huge. It's right. I mean, I'm gonna put it on the level as a Gears. You know what I mean? This is how big it is. You know what I mean, especially when it comes out, they got official for NFL licensed team. Like my God, I can't fucking wait, and I'm ecstatic. You know what I mean? This is
and you know what the funny thing is, just like how like a lot of the Sony fanboys are gonna say, "Oh, who cares?" You know, that's gonna be the typical thing, right? Just like with the EA Access thing in Battlefront today, right? The hardcore fanboys were like, "Oh man, this sucks. Why is Microsoft, you know, money hatting this?" Not realizing that Sony were the ones that turned it down. You know what I'm saying? Just like, and then you have the group that say, "Oh, who cares?" You know what I mean? Who cares? Like that's the thing. That's the defense mechanism of the Sony fanboy is to say, who cares? But when that comes to the next big thing, you know, football is huge, especially in America where Microsoft wants to be number one.
Season. It sells all year. You got football season. Then you got, what do you got? Because just about every month or just, you know, Madden is in the NPD and football sells all year.
It was, and Madden is in the top 10 for most sold games all year, right? Like, it was in the top 10, yeah.
Like I said, football sells all year. You know what I mean? It's gonna sell.
And it sounds good on 360. You know what I'm saying? And to those that would worry that it might upset Microsoft and EA's relationship, I don't think that's the case because you're still going to be able to get Madden on Xbox One and 360 and PS3 and PS4 and Vita, you know, or whatever. I don't even know if they do Vita anymore.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think they do though. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I think I know they don't do a DS or Wii U or anything like that. So,
No Wii U. They might. They don't do 3DS. They don't do 3DS anymore.
Not anymore. Nope.
Oh damn! EA took all support, huh?
Yeah, EA was like, "Hey, screw you, Nintendo."
Dude, the voice chat. Fuck.
Yeah, so it's very interesting, and this tweet like has this kind of geeking out, man. I just, what sucks is like what we talked about last week was that we don't know anything for sure. Like all this stuff is getting kind of, they're playing just a tip with us. You know what I mean? You know that old game, just a tip.
Yeah.
Right.
God damn. Sexual sadist, man.
Yeah, and so that's the game that they're playing with us, and it sucks because we have this hints of all this stuff. We know Gears, this Montana football, we got Halo 5, we got all this stuff that's coming out, and we know about it. And there's like all heavily rumored Battletoads and Banjo, and we haven't seen anything on it. They're just being really cagey about everything, and it's like that's frustrating. Like when you're a kid and you're waiting for like Christmas, you know what I mean? So hopefully something breaks soon, man. We're almost in May.
When's E3? E3 is April, May. 2 months.
June 16th. So we're 2 months exactly, pretty much away.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the 10th or something.
Well, someone corrected me. It's the 16th.
Oh wow! Dang.
Yeah.
Well, as always, Microsoft's gonna go first.
Yeah. And hey, you get Montana out there and talk about that. Boom. I mean, that's great in my opinion. Like the main thing you want to do is say there's a couple of things they could do is say, hey, this is going to come out in a month. July. You maybe want to get that out.
Bro, let me tell you something. It does that game right there doesn't need much time to advertise it. They show a great fucking over the top. Over the top, okay, 1 second. Over the top, trail at E3, let that pay for a couple weeks, you know what I mean? And but put a demo out. Oh, they kill it. Put a goddamn demo out.
Yeah, they could put a demo out that day. Be like, hey, go to your Xbox Ones right now, download the demo. Wouldn't that would kill it, I think. That would make that playable teaser for Silent Hills look like baby shit.
Yes, give us a demo. My God.
Yeah.
And put that online. Forget about it.
Dude. Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic. I mean, I think that's what they got to do, and I think that's something that they're gonna probably look into doing because remember, Phil Spencer's like, hey, we're gonna make up Street Fighter to you. We're gonna do this for you.
I mean, let me say something. I'm not a big Street Fighter fan. I mean, I do buy, I'm not a Street Fighter man. I like the Mortal Kombat and Tekken's better, but I buy it every year. And that Street Fighter deal came out. It came out of nowhere. And let me say this: I do own all the consoles, whatever the fuck the case may be. So I'm not missing out if I want to buy it. But I buy the bulk of my games on the 360. The PS4 I have just for exclusives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for their, whether Born, not Bloodborne, but The Order, God of War, just for those games. Like I get all my multiplats on the Xbox. I like the controller better and everything. But that just came. That was a prime example, like the Tomb Raider deal. That came from nowhere. So I know how Sony fans probably feel like, oh shit, boo. But you see, it's a big difference. You see Xbox fan, we didn't take to Twitter talking about raping. What's that little guy? What's the little Japanese motherfucking name?
Yoshi Ono or something.
Yeah, the producer of Street Fighter. You ain't see no deathbed. Nah, Sony fans when they announced that Tomb Raider, talking about raping the Tomb Raider actors and all that. Like, what the hell?
Hey, as big of an Xbox fan as I am, I said I actually got my PS4 because I wanted to play Uncharted, even though I knew it probably wouldn't come out this year. But look, I think that's the big difference between Xbox and PlayStation. Yes. Is if there's something we want to play on PS4, we'll just buy one.
There you go.
So that's
what I said. If I want to play it, I will go. But what they understand though, when things like that happen, it gives the media doesn't look at it and say, well, that's the Sony's group. They say gamers and they give all gamers.
It makes us all look terrible, yeah.
They always trying to censor. Say they blame gamers. Kids, shut up to school. You must be playing Grand Theft Auto or they get when you do things like that, it makes all gamers look bad. It's just
Deranged says Xbox Slim 500 gigs for 300, Xbox Slim 1 terabyte 350. He says that would kill at E3.
Whatever the case may be, whatever a slim period. We do that. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a problem with my Xbox One. I like
what? I don't either because I leave it on all the time. I hope that they wouldn't compromise or let it, heat up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like there wouldn't be any issues. But 2 years in, because it would be probably wouldn't be able to come out till around holiday with the Slim. I could see that as, you want to rebrand that, maybe give it a little sleeker look. I could see that.
I'm sorry, with the Windows 10, you know what I mean? That's going to be, man, and with all these.
Well, one thing's for sure is they're going to have to go with 1 terabyte and above for the future. You know what I mean?
So you know what? And I got to call both of them out, both Microsoft and Sony. This generation, if you don't know, it's x86, and basically, same thing as PCs. Think about it. Before you run an application on your computer, what do you have to do? You have to install it. What are your games now called? They're called apps. It's the same way. They should have gave us, honestly, a 1 terabyte or 2. And hard drives are cheap. You understand what I'm saying? That's some of the cheapest shit you can buy. Hard drives are fucking. I bought a 2 terabyte, 3.0 for $65 hard drive. They could have gave us, 2 terabytes, especially knowing that we had to install all our games, to play them. So that kind of sucked on both of their parts. And I mean, like 500 gigs, like Jesus. Like,
hey, what the hell was the deal? If they could always just activate 2 terabyte external in the 360, why the hell wouldn't they do that? But they used to make people buy fucking $150 hard drive.
Yeah, they hide. They're just waiting for them to make money. But we can use any kind of third-party proprietary hard drive on the Xbox One. But out of the box though, they should have at least gave us 2 terabyte hard drives. Or like I said, hard drives are cheap. They really are cheap. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what I just thought of is okay, like say this Montana game is about to come out. Guess where this is going to be advertised all at on the NFL while people are watching NFL games. You're going to see the NFL. Yep, you're going to see Joe Montana advertising NFL Montana 2K16 on football. Yep. Only on the Xbox One. Yep.
They do a midnight launch, and put them inside the store. Let them sign the Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope though. Like that's that, do set up an event for them, have them out there, signing, Xboxes and have them signed already. Probably put a stamp on them motherfucker. He probably makes, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Or sign your copy.
Hey, dude, there's this typical troll in the comment section. I forget. Oh, Gangster Doffy. Gangster Doffy. He says nobody knows who Joe Montana is these days. Dude, I'm only 33 and I know who he is. I mean, he retired in '94. But yeah, everybody knows who the hell Joe Montana is. Quit joking around, man.
Wait. Like, oh my God, we can tell you jump rope as a child. He played with girls.
He was double dutching.
You just fucking expose yourself, weirdo. Get the fuck out of here. Like, who the fuck? And listen, I'm not even claiming to be a big football buff, but God, who the fuck Joe Montana is? That's like saying I know who Joe, fucking what's the white guy from the Jets?
Joe Namath.
Yeah, I wasn't around his dad. Who the fuck Joe Namath is? Like, come on, like that's a fucking.
Hey, somebody called out your Wii U weirdo shirt in the comments too. That's hilarious.
Shit, fuck you bitches. Mr. Bean. Fuck Mr. Bean.
That's hilarious. But man, I'm excited that this has gone like 32 minutes, so I wanted to wrap it up. Hey, Next Gen, thanks for coming over and
for having me.
Talking this stuff, man. And we'll I might do one Thursday or something with everybody if I can get everybody together, because I've been liking doing the two, you know what I'm saying, just to like talk. Maybe we can finally get into that whole when we think the new consoles are coming.
That's a fucking show.
That's like a 2-hour show right there, man. I guarantee it.
That's a 5-hour show right there.
It is, man. It's good. And like I said, go check out Next Gen's channel, because there was a really great podcast that we did with Tim Dog. Yeah. It was fantastic. Yeah. So go check that shit out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe to Next Gen's channel and
down below. Come show me some love.
All right, we out of here. Rack them up.